Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever it is, whatever time you're watching. Welcome. I'm glad that you're here. If you don't know me, my name is Imari Ventura Rochez, and I'm the administrator of this group. Welcome to everybody new, everybody who's here for the first time. I'm glad that you're here. I am a state licensed speech language pathologist, an educational administrator, and a special needs parent coach. I am an advocate for the disability community, and I am a mom also. So I hope you spend time here, that you get to know me, and that really I'm able to impact your life, your family, and most importantly, your child with special needs. It's a pleasure and an honor to be here. Thank you for joining the group or the YouTube channel. So I've been getting on twice a month and I really like it. And we're in December. This will be my last Facebook chat for 2025. And so I wanted to end off with something that is very helpful, very useful, very heartwarming, very affirmative for the moms of this group, not necessarily clinical or special education related, but something really that fills you up with positivity and affirmation so that you log off feeling like you've been impacted in a profound way, something really to touch your soul. And so that's why for tonight, our theme is release and renew. Release and renew. As we transition over into the 2026 calendar year, I encourage every single mother that is a part of this group to to reflect. We did a lot of that in November. If you're just joining, November was about reflection and gratitude. And so as we really transition into the new year, we are releasing everything that doesn't serve us, everything that weighs us down, everything that clutters our mind, everything that makes us move in hesitation, everything that scares us, everything that's fearful, everything that's doubtful. We are releasing it and we are walking into renewal and refreshness and everything really that is waiting for us and our children, every opportunity and every good thing that comes from hard work and intentionality. And so we, in this Facebook chat, are engaging in a mother's year end affirmation circle. We're not necessarily like a live Zoom because I wouldn't want to expose the confidentiality of any mom. But we're a circle in the fact that we are together in this group, viewing, watching, engaging, and participating with one another. So why don't we get started? This is going to be a little different from what I usually do, a little more interactive. So I ask that wherever you are, you would create a space that is calming. If you need to do anything to accommodate your sensory um, changes, do that. If you need to dim your lights or turn them off, if you need to close the window or open it, adjust your environment however you need to be as comfortable as you can while we go through grounding and thoughtfulness, mindfulness, and some really beautiful affirmations that will help to focus your mind, make you calm, settle your heart, and think about the amazing new year that's to come because it's only getting better and better. We just have to focus, breathe, and believe and hope that things are progressing. So, welcome again. I want you to remember deep breathing. So your inhale, when you inhale, think receive. You want to receive all that God has for you, all that is positive, all that is loving and true, everything that is care and tenderness, everything that is hopeful and beautiful, everything that is precious, everything that is sweet, everything that is love. Inhale. and believe that you are receiving these things. They are all yours. They are all just a grasp away. And exhale, let it all out. Think release, releasing everything that doesn't serve you, that's weighing you down, that's cluttering your mind, everything that's cluttering your space, anything that's toxic, anything that's difficult, anything that's tense. Just scan your body and release it. And let's get started. So, before we can truly release, right, we have to think everything wasn't horrible this year. You know, a lot of people had really great years. Everybody's situation is individual and specific to them. I mean, we can only talk about world events, the different things happening in Sudan, the hurricane that happened in the Caribbean. Um, so it's a difficult time for some people, but some people had a really great year. Um, there are teachings, there are lessons that are worth holding on to. So think about, what are you going to hold on to? What is it that you don't want to release? What is a lesson that you learned, a process that you went through? What is the advocacy that stretched you? What are the appointments that demanded more of you, that demanded your attention and another level of your intentionality? What are the celebrations that no one saw, but only you know? What are the silent battles that you fought? And what's the growth that you may not even recognize yourself until you think about it and write it down? But you can pause this replay and think about, what is it that you're going to hold on to. I'll give you guys an example. I've mentioned a little. I had my son evaluated for special education this year, and he was denied the first time at 3, and now he's 4. So I had him evaluated again, just because he's a very wiggly guy, and I was concerned about that. And I really had to advocate. I wrote that letter more than once. And, the push through to get the evaluations completed, to get my meeting, that wasn't necessarily very hard, but I received a lot of resistance from his preschool that it wouldn't work. They won't come and observe him. Nobody will help. I'm gonna have to use insurance. I wasn't supported. I wasn't initially supported. When they saw that the town wanted to cooperate with me, and they they heard about the appointments of the clinicians coming to observe, then they got on board. But there was a lot of pushback in the beginning. And so I had to advocate in a way that really stretched me and push even harder. And I had to reiterate my why to myself. So think about and reflect on this. What are you holding on to? The lesson that I learned from advocacy was just, don't stop. Don't stop till the work gets done. Don't stop advocating. Don't stop pushing. Don't stop asking. Don't stop believing that you will get your outcome. So, what did you learn about your own strength? What did you learn about your own strength? What did you do that you look back and you think, wow, I didn't know I could make that happen? What new truth did you learn about your child? What new truth did you learn about your child? Did you get a diagnosis that you never knew they had, but it only presents itself now? Like dyslexia, for example. You never knew, you had no idea your child was dyslexic, but now you know. Or it could have been something else. You thought your child was more delayed than they were, and come to find out they're not. So what is the new truth that you learned? What did you gain that you never want to lose? For me, it's knowledge. It's the knowledge on neurodivergence. It's the knowledge on special education processes. I never want to lose that. I never want to forget. I never want to stop delving into those topics. So what is something that you learned this year that you're going to carry forward, that you learned about this year and you're just going to continue to pursue an understanding of it in 2026. So these are the lessons to hold on to. I want you to reflect and think about it. If you need to pause, go ahead. We're going to move on to release. So, what no longer serves you? What are the thoughts and the feelings that no longer serve you? They're just not helpful. They just don't they don't make you happy. They don't motivate you. What are they? Because our behavior is a reflection of our thoughts. So what's the behavior that you're showing that really stems from a thought that doesn't serve you? Think about it. It could be excessive guilt. That does not serve you. Unrealistic expectations. That could be expectations of yourself, your child, your spouse, your other family members, the teachers, the therapists, the team. What are the expectations that are unmet? And think, are they really realistic? Is a thought that's serving you that you're not enough? Do you have fear of not being enough? Comparison, overwhelm, emotional clutter, and I'll even say emotional dysregulation. Are your emotions just all over the place? You have so many of them and they're out of control. People pleasing, and that can include your child too. If you have a child with a disability and you feel that you have to please them all the time, or you have to conform to what they want, if that's your thought, it's a thought that's not serving you. And another thought that's not serving you is that you need to be strong all the time. These are things to release because you don't have to be strong all the time. Even if you are raising your child by yourself or with a limited support system, you don't have to be strong all the time. So, this is a little activity. This is what makes it different than our usual Facebook chats. I have um, I have an activity for you to do. So, if you would pause and bring your hands on your lap this way. My lap is far down. I want you to see my hands, but open your palms up. Okay? Close your eyes and keep your palms up. And I want you to say this out loud. Repeat it. I'm sorry, you're not going to repeat. You're going to think about what I'm saying and follow the direction. As your hands rest here, imagine you are placing every burden, every worry, every disappointment, and every old story in your palms. Imagine that. However heavy that sounds and is, imagine all of that is weighing on your palms. Every worry, every disappointment, every burden, and every old story is weighing on your palms. Now, gently turn your palms downward. So flip those hands over. Let it fall. Release it. It cannot follow you into the next season. I want you to pause and take 4 deep breaths. And as you take those 4 deep breaths in your mind, as you inhale, say receive, knowing that you receive every good thing that is meant for you, every happy and joyous thing that is for you, that is assigned to you. Inhale and say receive in your mind. And then exhale and say release in your mind, knowing that every thought, feeling, burden, nightmare, disappointment, worry is now gone out of your body, off of you. Good. Do that 4 times. That deep breathing, do it 4 times intentionally. Let's move on. So, the next part after releasing is renewal and refreshment. So, this is a moment to welcome something new. New peace, new clarity, new courage, new boundaries, new joy. And so, in order to receive, you truly have to release and make space for something new and joyous to enter your life. So, I want you to close your eyes and imagine a big door ahead of you as we come to the threshold of the 2025 calendar year. Think of 2026, those numbers on your big door, 2026. And listen, as you step towards the new door, that you are stepping into a year filled with possibility, you are not entering empty. You are entering wiser, softer, stronger, and more aligned than ever before. Step through and breathe. 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 I want you to complete the inhale, exhale, breath cycle 4 times. Inhaling and saying receive, knowing that you are ready to receive all the good things that are meant for you, waiting for you, and assigned to you. And I want you to exhale, release as an acknowledgement and declaration that you are releasing every toxic burden, every toxic cycle, every worry, disappointment, sadness, confusion, comparison, anger, frustration, sadness. Let it go. Let it go. I just feel like some moms are carrying so much. Some moms are carrying so much guilt and disappointment. And I see it like buckets of water, so heavy. And it's like so cumbersome just to take a step. And the truth is, you cannot walk through the 2026 door carrying all of that. You have to let it go. Breathe 4 times with your eyes closed. Inhale and exhale. Receive and release. And we're moving on. So, I want you now to participate with me in some positive affirmations. You can keep your eyes closed or you can open them, but wherever you are in your very sacred and peaceful space, I want you to repeat what I say. I am the mother my child needs, and I am growing every day. God bless me. I release guilt and welcome grace. Next one. I advocate with strength and love. Next. My child and I are both learning, becoming, and rising. Next. I'm going to say that one again, and I'm going to replace my child and I with my family. My family and I are all learning, becoming, and rising. Next. I honor my needs without apology. Next. I embrace a future filled with hope and possibility. Next. I am allowed to rest. I am allowed to receive. Next. I am worthy of support, community, and renewal. Next. My journey is powerful and my presence is enough. Excellent job. I want you at this time to breathe 4 times deeply. Inhale and receive. Exhale and release. Okay. I am giving you 2 writing prompts to complete whenever you have time and to reflect on them and hold them. And when things really get tough next year, I want you to look back at your journal entries and remember your release and your renew. So, your release is this year I'm choosing to release. And please write it down. Your renewal is in the coming year, I am choosing to welcome. Write it down. And be thoughtful and intentional about what you want to release, let go of, because it's holding you back. And think intentionally about what you want to receive. Okay. We're wrapping up. I pray that during this discussion, this chat, that every mother feels supported and seen and known and heard and loved. We spoke last week about clarity and confidence. So I hope that you walk through that big door with the numbers 2026, confident and clear, without the shadow of a doubt. And so I want to segue into POW. So if you've been here for a while, you know that in the month of May, I launched my mother's ministry, Pillars of Wisdom. Pillars of Wisdom. I'll tell you something. Many of you know I'm a believer. I am a Christian. I love the Lord. This is who I am. My son, I have a daughter who's 8 and I have a son who's 4. My son was a little difficult to have. Like we were like I had two I had two miscarriages, um, trying to have my son, trying to have a baby. And it was really hard. It was very difficult. And so finally I got pregnant and I was overjoyed. And after trying for almost a year, and my son was 41 weeks. He was overdue. So they had to induce me. And so this was like painful. It wasn't as long of a labor as my first. This was my second baby, but it was, a long couple hours. And I felt the Holy Spirit and during my labor, and I believe the message communicated to me was that I am the center of my family, the one that holds it all together, because the Spirit of God lives in me. And that every blessing, after everything, after my son, every event, everything we have, did, acquired, all of it was a gift from God. That was the message that I received during labor. And so I believe that I've been called to be the pillar of wisdom in my family. I have my lovely husband, and God has gifted him with his own gifts. But God has also gifted me in a special way. And so I feel, I know, I've heard, I accept the assignment to, and the charge, the responsibility to gather moms, to gather mothers who are also pillars in their household, mothers who are standing strong, who are disciplined, mothers who don't shake, they don't rattle, they don't move, but they are grounded and they are secure, and they are the ones who are keeping their household running, right? Because the Spirit of God lives in them. And so, Pillars of Wisdom is a group for mothers of children with special needs who need support and who need encouragement, empowerment, and guidance. Guidance on how to work with your child who has special needs, guidance on how to prepare for your IEP meeting, guidance on how to shake down state resources from your state's disability office, right? How to advocate for your child and how to look for a parent advocate for an IEP meeting, how to request evaluations and a referral and an initial and a reevaluation, and how to transition from preschool to kindergarten, and all of the different nuances that occur for children, the parents, the moms of children with special needs. And so POW is a membership. It is a community. It is an open space, a community where you don't have to explain your motherhood because there's moms similar to you who are going through the same thing. Moms of children, all ages, are welcomed. To infant newborns, premature babies who've been identified and diagnosed already at birth, or even before birth, right? Like with Down syndrome or any other genetic syndrome, all the way to mothers of grown-up children who are, adults, who are they are dependent on their parents or they may not be. So mothers at all stages are welcome. POW provides the tools you need to advocate with confidence. POW provides emotional support that strengthens you rather than drains you because you have to fill the cup that you come from. And POW are monthly empowerment lessons. And most important of all, it is a place a sacred space to grow, to heal, and to thrive. And so I want you to keep this in mind because I'm going to open up registration in January 2026. POW includes access to a private Facebook group, not special needs supermoms, but another and different Facebook group, access to all special guest speakers. We have, I hope. I have to return the lady's phone call, but we have nice speakers lined up. If you have seen any of the speakers that I have had in the past, wonderful, amazing professionals who collaborated with me to create content for you that will be exclusive to POW members. Um, all of the monthly digital downloads are free for POW members. If you are aware and look at the digital downloads, every month you'll see the monthly digital download. It always says free for POW members. So the digital download is always free for POW members. Bi-monthly strategic prayer calls for POW members. So we would get on Zoom, and we would have content to cover. We would have some administrative business to cover, and we will have prayer and discussion to go over too. You do not have to be a believer to be a part of this. You do not have to be a firm, long-standing Christian in the Lord. You just have to have an open heart. That's all that matters. You just have to have an open heart and want to position yourself in front of God to receive His love and be strengthened and be filled up with His wisdom. And you have to want to be supported by other moms who love their children and who are going through the same thing as you. Those are the requirements: an open heart and ready to receive and be supported. So, this has been amazing. There is no better way. There was no better way. Look at God. There was no better way to have my last Facebook chat with this group than this. There was no better way. This is the best thing I could think of. November, we reflected on gratitude, and December, we are ready to release the nonsense and renew ourselves. So, again, my name is Imari Ventura Rochez. It's been a pleasure to be here. It's been a pleasure to work with and to pour into you, to go through these affirmations and these exercises, these guided questions, and to really impact your soul. I am licensed in New York, Connecticut, and Massachusetts. Um, I am booked up for evaluations until January 23rd of next year. But I can still put anybody down on the calendar. So if you want to have a consult and you have some concerns about your child, their language development, or their full 5 areas of human development, I am available for a consult. Just go into my link tree, find my Calendly, and book a call. This has been amazing, amazing. And I hope to see you moms in the membership. I hope to see you because you are impactful, you are powerful, you make a heck of a pow because you are a pillar of wisdom. I'll talk to you guys. I'll see you next year. I'll see you in January, hopefully with a different look. I hope you like my hair and my lashes. I get cute for you all. Have a wonderful night and a wonderful weekend. Take care, everybody. God bless you and your families. Bye.